Powered by the Montana Television Network. The 5:30 news continues on KAJ, Montana's news leader.
Montana has some of the nation's lowest crime rates, but our correctional system continues to grow in size and cost. This year, the legislature enacted a sweeping set of laws designed to take a step in a different direction. In a 4-part series starting tonight, MTN's Mike Dennison and Mackenzie Frost examine this ambitious move to downsize Montana's correctional system.
Montana has 15,000 criminal offenders under its control, and unless something changes, that amount is projected to grow in coming years. But in a bipartisan move, state lawmakers this year adopted plans meant to reduce that number by at least 2,600 people over the next 6 years and save $50 million or more. The main thrust of these reforms is to cut the rate of offenders who re-offend and get sent to prison, known as recidivism. Among other things, that means more targeted treatment for most offenders and a clear path to serve their time and get out of the system.
90+% of people are released from jails and prisons, and they come back and they live in our society. You want to have people come back and be productive in it and not be at increased danger to the community.
The expectation now is you do everything you can to prepare these individuals to go home and to be good fathers, to be good husbands, to be good members of the community, and they are going home.
Key changes include customized goals each offender must meet in order to be released or end their supervision, a full-time professional parole board with consistent guidelines for paroling inmates that meet those requirements, more supervision of high-risk inmates and less for those considered low risk, removing offenders from supervision if their record is clean for a certain time, and pretrial screenings for people who've been arrested to keep them out of jail if they're a low risk to public safety.
What we're trying to do is reduce the pressure on jails and save those spots for people who really deserve them. Don't put people in jail for dumb stuff. That's kind of what it comes down to.
Governor Steve Bullock's administration is on board with the changes too, but they also acknowledge it means a lot of work from the Corrections Department, private contractors, and others.
We won't be 100% successful. That's just the reality of the business we live in, but I think this will have an effect that will create some positive change for individuals. And if we can keep fewer people in jail, then I think this community will benefit from it.
Make no mistake, the state and its correctional system is taking on a big task, and we won't know for at least a year or two whether it's successful. Reporting from Deer Lodge, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Tomorrow, our series continues. We'll take a look at the newly configured parole board. Coming up on your 5:30 news, hot and hazy weather back in the forecast. Russ returns with more details. Plus, Hurricane Harvey is separating countless pets from their owners. We have more on relief efforts there coming up.